Hello lovely people and welcome back to Monster Prom once again. What I thought we'd do today is try the game again, similar to last time, but see if we couldn't get a different date to prom this time. We had a lovely time with Damien, sure, but let's see if we can't date someone different, yeah? So, starting with a similar intro, Spooky High, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. And live life to the fullest is what we're going to do today, as we're going to try our very, very best to see if we can't get a date with Polly. So what I thought we'd do is we'd try one of these other characters to play as. We had a lovely time being blue last time, but let's try green. Why not?
Okay.
Ooh, nice voice, Green. And we had yet to experience the ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. Right, I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left. Yup, we've met all these lovely people before. Scrolly, scrolly, scroll. And there she is, Polly, the party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
Which is our goal for today. The question is, are we going to succeed? I really hope so. Right, first things first. Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever. Right, let's see if we can't get some useful stats, right? So, let's see what kind of questions we get today. Number 1. Which is the coolest mythological creature? We've got the options. This weird creature I drew when I was 6, which is clearly super derivative from other mythological creatures, but it's super cool and it's my OC and my spirit animal, okay? Number 2, the invisible hand of the free market. Or number 3, a sphinx who's super turned up and ready to party, and then she raps all her riddles. She still kills you if you don't answer them correctly, but she raps her riddles. Well, it's gonna have to be the super cool party sphinx, isn't it? Oh yeah, so fun! Right, question 2. School is outdated and lame. We need a new school subject ASAP! We've got turning people into your puppets through emotional warfare and deception. LOL. 2. How to correctly punch a crocodile without terrible consequences. And 3. Critical thought. I mean, damn, this country could really use a subject like that in schools. Dude, let's punch a crocodile. Woo! So bold. And number 3. The world will end tomorrow. What will you do today? Options. 100 push-ups. No, 200 push-ups. Option 2. I'll finish my novel. Whoever comes after the end should know my legacy. Number 3. Nobody ends the world but me. I'll end the world today. Number 4. It's okay. We invented the apocalypse to take care of the overpopulation of commoners. Number 5. They always tell you the world is ending. I'll profit on other people's hysteria. And number 6. I always party as if there were no tomorrow, so who cares? Well, having played this game through twice before, once in our first failed attempt, and the second time when we got our lovely, lovely Damien, I reckon I can actually guess which of our potential dates matches up with each of these. So I feel like this one down here about partying is our definite future beau for this prom, Polly. So let's go for it. Yes! Quite like that. Guessed that one quite well. Life achievements. When you can guess which monster matches with each answer. Alright.
Sure.
Green, we're starting with week 1. Quick look at our stats. We've got 5 smarts, 7 bold, 4 creativity, 5 charm, 7 fun, and 5 money. Seems like a pretty even sweep across the board of everything. Now, where shall we start? These are the questions. Let's go to the party tree! Look at those moves. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy! You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. Afterwards, you see Polly and Damien eating some delicious looking cookies.
Hiya.
I do love a cookie. Hey, would you like to buy a cookie to benefit the agents of chaos? I'm trying to get my destructive capitalism badge. All proceeds go directly to the uprising of chaos over order. And it's tax deductible. I think we've seen this event before. As I was setting fire to a nursing home the other day, I heard a voice echo so loudly in my head that my teeth rattled. It told me of an ancient order, and it was described to me in 1,000 voices. Blood trickled from my ears.
Fucking metal!
And then, the voices gave me a badge for harassment of the elderly.
Classic.
And I earned my first badge for being unable and unwilling to stop partying. My goal is to get enough badges to make a bikini out of it, and then wear it and nothing else forever. My goal is to get enough badges that Polly makes a bikini out of them and wears it and nothing else forever.
It's Polly time!
Well, since we're trying to date Polly, we should help her in that goal, right? I wonder what badge we should go for next, and what hijinks we can get into to earn it. Well, yeah, let's pick this option. You know what's crazy and chaotic? Being single and partying forever. Destroy the institution of marriage. Because I'm pretty sure that we've picked this one last time. Chaos is always better, with some sensible agony. Replace all the water in the school with swarms of mosquitoes. And it ended up with us being told that Damien's dads in hell didn't particularly like our theft of the mosquitoes, so yeah, here goes!
Yes!
Yes, Queen! So bold.
Lame.
I always say that marriage is like such an outdated institution. But think how panicked old people will be if we dismantle it. Yeah, they'll act as if it like matters or something. I'll head to City Hall and torch all the marriage certificates. And I'm gonna go to all the bridal salons and pour pig's blood on all their dresses. Pretty sure I saw that in a movie as well. Hello, Carrie.
Rad!
Perfect! Man, we're gonna get that disrupting societal norms badge easy as pie. Badge bikini, here I come. Oh, we get a little heart with her. Why do even the simplest plans seem to escalate into arson and blood so quickly? Whatever, you gain 2 fun and 1 boldness. Whoop whoop. Lunchtime! One of my favourite parts of the day.
Sure.
Do they serve brains here? I feel like I'd need brains as like a zombie. Let's go sit with Polly! Alright, I'm trying to comprehend your request. What is there to comprehend? It's really simple, Miranda. Take my cell phone, snap a pic of me face planting in my food with my eyes closed and tongue out. But wherefore? Right here, Miranda. You're about to point out that wherefore means why, but luckily Polly elaborates on her own, so you don't have to look like a damn know-it-all. It's a new meme, Miranda. Like planking or dabbing, it's called food poisoning, and it's dope AF. Don't you have cool trends in your kingdom? I suppose we do. Oh, we have a fun trend called Reverse Your Rulers. It's where you show nothing but the utmost devotion for your royal family. By reverse, I did mean revere, but reverse your rulers sounds even more fun, right? If you're good at it, you get lots of likes on social media and also not executed. Do you ever listen to yourself when you speak? I bet you know some pretty cool trends, don't you, Green? Uh-oh. Do I? Heck yeah, I do. Don't you? All right. I sure do. It's entitled Silverware Wear, and it's where you take your most expensive cutlery and dress it in very fancy tiny outfits. Or, yup, it's called dyeing. Well, we're a zombie, so that makes us like undead, right? Yes! Heart with our lovely Polly. Dyeing is my damn fave! I mean, listen, the first time I did it, I was like, okay, now I don't get to be alive anymore. But then, when all the cool ghost stuff kicked in, I was like, OMG, dyeing is awesome! Everyone should dye. I'm not sure I would be into this dyeing trend, but I do know that Daddy's Reign helps many peasants achieve this meme, so it's nice to know that they are becoming super popular on social media in the process. Remind me not to ever hang out in Miranda's kingdom on break. But hey, Green, maybe you and I could hang out and do some dyeing together. Oh, Polly, I thought you'd never ask. Yay, maybe. Yay. Right.
Sure.
What are we going to get up to this evening? I mean, we already went to party before lunch, so this morning, so I feel like this evening we should go somewhere else. How about we go to the gym and check out the shop, because we didn't do that much of that last time.
Give me your money.
Hey, last night I read this article on how money causes pocket cancer in the long run. You don't want to get pocket cancer. Quick, give me that dangerous money you have in your still healthy pockets. Okay, let's see if we can buy something fun. We have got an assortment of options. I never really, worked out what half of this stuff does, but who doesn't want some glasses, right? Remember when these used to be cool? Yeah, I remember it, and they weren't cool then, so let's buy them now!
See you later.
Woo! An evening well spent.
Sure.
This morning, I think we should go— oh my gosh, look at that! Fun 16? How did we get that? Is that because of our glasses? Legendary? Right, this morning we should we go to class? Let's do it. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. I like the jacket Green's wearing. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. We're pretty smart for a zombie. Later, you're minding your own business, where you see Polly floating down the hallway, texting. Just as you're about to approach her—
Not cool.
there you are, Polly. I've been following a scent. The scent of betrayal. What are you talking about, buddy? I haven't been pulling any pranks at all lately. Some very unfunny person messed with my sports gear. They put my left sock in my right shoe and my right sock in my left shoe. Wait, do socks have a dedicated foot? Polly, I know we're best bros and you would never do a prank to me, but I think you did this prank to me. I smelled you. Also, did ghosts smell of anything? No, you didn't. Because ghosts don't have a scent. Yes, she's on my wavelength. Maybe not to a normal person, but a werewolf can smell anything. And ghosts smell like algebra and global warming. Right. Well, if ghosts don't smell, then what am I smelling? Okay, options here. Of course ghosts smell, like ecstasy-spiked rosé wine and Victoria's seance lingerie. Or, number 2, it sure is a mystery. Hop in my van and we'll go solve it, Scott. Nice reference. Let's go with the top one. Uh-oh, not so charming. Ecstasy-spiked rosé wine? Dude, do you even know how much product it takes to get screwed up when you don't have a body? A lot. And substances for the unsubstantiated don't come cheap. I would never, ever, ever waste time and money by putting ecstasy in wine just for the smell. If I made reckless choices like that, I wouldn't have the cash flow to even float into a Victoria's seance, much less buy anything.
You tried.
So I'm sure that wasn't what Scott smelled.
Oh, bro.
It wasn't. What I smelled was the worst odour of all, the betrayal of a friend. Scott shoots a heartbroken look at Polly, and at you, and sulks off. Polly runs after him.
Huh?
Wait, Scott! I'm sure whoever played that prank on you was just trying to be funny. Yikes. Better brush up on your undead substance abuse knowledge. What's that in the air? Why, it's the sour smell of failure. You lose 2 smarts and a charm. Damn. But never fear, for it is lunchtime. Okie dokie. Where are we going for lunch? Over here it is. You find Polly and Scott huddled at your chosen table. If these two are together, it can only mean one thing. I hereby call this meeting of the Prank Masters, with a Z, to order. Prankmaster Howell, present and accounted for. Chairman Geist, all dressed up and ready to prank. Hey, how come you get to be chairman? Well, which of us can throw chairs around the room with our ghost powers? Actually, that's a fair point. Chairman, throwing chairs. Pretty reasonable. Well, I don't have ghost powers, so... Oh, you. I get it. Chair. Man. But... No time to argue, Scott. We've got to come up with a baller food prank before the end of lunch. Oh yeah! Okay, what if we Ate all our food like a good boy? Is that a prank? Oh, Scott, you're so innocent. No, Scott, for the last time, that's not a prank, and I don't eat. But I'm having trouble coming up with another idea. Anybody else? Oh, my moment to shine! You've been waiting all your life for an opportunity like this. You propose the ultimate food prank. Okay, options. Eat everyone else's food like a good boy, or replace all the food with chairs. I mean, yeah. Chairs? Yes. You know what they say, when life gives you chairs, do pranks with the chairs. But I've never heard Coach say that. Doesn't it sound like the kind of thing he would say, though? Yeah, it kinda does. How am I supposed to help, though? You're the chairman. Easy, Scott. Just be a chair. Oh, of course. Scott twists himself into an uncomfortable-looking shape. He seems happy, though. Like this? Exactly like that. Now, up you go. Whee! Does this make me a chairman? Well, it makes you a man that looks kinda like a chair, so sure, why not? Sure, totally. Polly doesn't seem to mind sharing her title with Scott, or her affection with you. Prank achieved. Taking that as a win.
Sure.
Right, what shenanigans are we getting up to this evening? Let's go. Do nothing and hang out in the toilets. Aw, look, he's sewing his little jumper back together. Looks so confused and adorable. Right, that day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give Flusser a shits and gain +2 boldness. Suddenly, you smell the distinctive odour of rotten eggs, nail polish remover, and chocolate syrup. This can only mean one thing. You kick open the door of the stall to find... I'm kind of scared to find out what we find.
Hi.
Oh, yo, what's up? Did you come to try my latest batch of toilet wine? That sounds awful. My normal tasting group isn't here yet, probably because they're all dead. I've never let that stop me from getting drunk though, so it's really no excuse. But toilet wine, Polly? You know, I expected my toilet wine to be a lot more popular at the school. I mean, I'm selling wine at a high school. You'd think kids would be lined up all around the block. Maybe if they didn't know you'd made it in a toilet. But my only repeat customers are a couple of homeless dudes and Barry the masochistic swamp monster. And you're here to try it too, right? No? Oh, then you must be here to help me with marketing. Come on, help me figure out how to make Polly's totally legit toilet wine a success. I recommend you just take the word toilet out of the title. It would do so much better. But the options are, sell it to the military as a chemical weapon, or pour it into people's mouths while they're sleeping. Well, if we pour it in their mouths while they're sleeping, that kind of feels a little bit like we're giving it away for free. Should we try selling it to the military? Oh, not so smart. Oh, I get it. That's a joke about how my wine is basically poison. Very funny. I'll have you know my wine is made with only the finest rat poison. And the bleach, rubbing alcohol, and coffee grounds are all organic and locally sourced. And I make everything on site in this authentic high school toilet. It's a technique that's been handed down in my family for generations. Don't believe me? Try it. Go on, try it. Looks like you don't have much choice. You hold your nose and take a sip and... It's actually pretty good. Full-bodied and fruity, with a subtle undertone of charcoal and lighter fluid. The next thing you remember, you're naked on the side of a lonely highway with Yummy Bus painted on your chest. Polly's nowhere to be seen, and neither is your dignity. You lose 2 charm and 1 fun. Oops. Not our finest hour, that.
Sure.
Let's try and redeem ourselves today, shall we? Let's start the day with some party at the fun tree. That day, we've started another half-hour rave. You're talking to Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you you'll never be as fun as Bob the Scary Clown. Rude. You accept the challenge, you go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how it works? Well, it is. You gain +2 fun from poor Bob. Well, I am a zombie. It's only fair, right? You're just getting ready to leave when you get a text from Polly. Hey babies, let's party! How can you refuse such a formal missive? You track her down immediately.
Hi.
Hey, you got my text. That's good, because I need some help brainstorming. I'm going to a party tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be lame and that needs to change. See, it's a costume party, you know, where everyone dresses up as their favourite humans. I'm going as a sexy tax attorney. Is there such a thing, Polly? But I'm not sure even the sexiest tax attorney can rescue this party from the depths of lamitude. So, got any ideas to help spice things up? Oh, you've got some ideas, and they're the spiciest. Number 1. Spike the punch with mandrake root. It turns monsters into actual humans. Or, number 2. Okay, you go as a sexy tax attorney, I'll go as a sexy tax evader. Ooh. Controversial choices. I mean, we don't want to turn monsters into humans, do we? Let's try this. Attempts at flirting. Uh-oh, not so creative. Later that night, you're hanging out at the party, waiting for Polly, wearing a shirt that says, I have unpaid taxes. When suddenly, you hear a booming voice from the door. Halt, tax evader! You turn around, expecting to see Polly with her sexy vest and pocket calculator. But it's actually a grizzled Tyrannosaurus in a business suit from the Department of Monstrous Revenue. As you flee the scene, you see Polly about to put on a lab coat and goggles. Hey, why are you running? Why are you wearing that shirt? Oh, did you think I was actually going to be a sexy tax attorney? I was super high when I said that. I'm actually just a sexy chemist. You're going to need a regular chemist after the beating that Tyrannosaur gives you. You lose 2 money and 1 boldness. Dang, we've gone negative with our money. I guess we won't be buying anything anytime soon.
Sure.
Right, lunchtime. Let's go over here. When you arrive at their table, you find that Polly and Liam aren't eating. They're just taking pictures of their food.
Hey, boo.
Welcome to the Don't Need to Eat, so we just take dope food pics zone, baby. We believe that food, like heavy construction machinery, should be seen and not tasted. Yeah, I mean, have you ever tasted heavy construction machinery? Yeah, I mean, I eat it all the time. Have you? I don't know, maybe? My weekends are usually kind of a blur, like last Saturday. There will be plenty of time to chronicle your sexploits later, Polly. Right now, we need to focus on these food pics. While Liam and Polly were busy bantering, you were busily arranging a dope food pic of your own. And now to complete your masterpiece. Okay, number 1. A food pic, but instead of food, it's just a bottle of whiskey with ketchup on it. Or number 2, a food pic of Liam taking a food pic. So meta. Whiskey and ketchup.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes! I love liquid lunch. Wait, but you don't eat or drink? That's why I allowed you at my extremely cool food pic table. How do you even drink liquor? Strong point, actually. Duh, I make an alive person drink it, and then I possess them, and suck the drunkness out of them, obviously. That wasn't obvious to me, Polly. I suppose that's not too terribly dissimilar to how I get drunk. But then, why put ketchup on the whiskey bottle? So it counts as food? You can't just drink a bottle of whiskey without ketchup on it for lunch. That wouldn't be a meal. Yeah, duh, balanced diet. Ah. You can't argue with that logic, nor do you want to, because then how would you justify getting drunk at lunchtime? It's the evening!
Sure.
Right, what should we do this evening? Shall we be in a play? Let's do it. Oh my gosh, I'm a dragon! That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. What can I say? I'm a pretty rad guy. You gain +2 creativity. You notice Polly staring at her phone with an uncharacteristic intensity. She usually looks much happier sorting through dick pics. Better investigate.
Hey, boo.
Look at this outfit. That's quite nice, isn't it? Oh hey, boo. I was just checking out information on possible afterlives. Like, I'm not going to spend my time as a high school student for all eternity. Who does that? I've collected some pamphlets from various afterlives, and I'm looking into the pros and cons of each option. It's just such a big decision, you know? I mean, this could affect the rest of my afterlife. Do you know anyone that went to any of these afterlives? Which afterlife are you into? Okay. Number 1. A soft and enveloping cloud in the sky made of hundreds of adorable, fluffy, precious, tiny, perfect kittens! Or nothingness. Oh my gosh, kittens! Yes! Oh, she agrees, even better. Oh my god, yes! The most yes, the maximum yes possible, the yesest! It's amazing because you know what the biggest complaint about kittens is? That they're perfect, adorable balls of fluffy cuteness armed with tiny knives on their paws, which they have no problem jabbing into people with absolutely no notice. Much like my cat. You know who can't feel the pain of tiny kitten claws? Ghosts, bitches. I can literally roll around on a cloud of kittens and feel nothing except their tiny fluffy softness. No fear of claws. So how do you feel their fluffiness if you can't feel their claws? Interesting. I'm definitely going to work on my essay for Cloud Kitten World. Maybe something along the lines of, why I deserve to snuggle cats because of that one time I pity-screwed a werepanther. Maybe I can get you to write my letter of recommendation, Green. Fingers and tiny furry paws, crossed that I get in, and hope to see you there one day. Did Polly just say that she hopes you die? Well, if it's to reunite with her, I guess that's probably fine. Aren't you just dying to take her to Monster Prom? You gain that terrible joke to use again later when recounting this story, as well as 2 creativity and 1 charm. Lovely. Charm is a skill that we really suck
sure.
at. Right, where shall we go this morning? Let's just ditch everything.
Give me your money.
Oh, the shop's in here. I hadn't even noticed. Shouldn't you be out there trying to romance a classmate or something? Anyway, welcome. Too poor for everything. Uh-oh. Well, that was a very swift trip. So you just came here to say hi? What a weirdo. Human interaction is so last year. Okay. Morning's done. Lunchtime.
Sure.
To the table. You take your seat and... If you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better, and you know that yes, that's exactly what's happening right now.
Hey there.
Right. We have seen this one before. It's our financial slave one.
Yay!
So, let's skip through this a little bit. Okay, so... Options. What we are going to do is to consider that the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. So, options are the financial option, which goes with our lovely Gorgon friend, or tell him to marry a llama, which is entirely what we're going to do. Oh my god, yes, that is everything to me. I actually had a dream just like that one time, except it wasn't a llama, it was an alpaca. And it wasn't a wedding, it was a bar mitzvah. But other than that, it was exactly the same. Yeah, I don't think this is my scene. I'm going to go check on my illegal law firm. Catch you weirdos later. I'm texting the financial slave right now, telling him to marry a llama. Oh, he's already typing. Let's see. Green, you will never believe this. It turns out the financial slave has actually been talking to a llama for a few months through a llama monster dating site. How sweet. He says he's a commitment-ophobe and never really defined the terms of his relationship with the llama, and he keeps introducing the llama as a friend, but he knows now it's because he was just scared of being hurt. He's taking this as a sure sign that it's time to be brave and commit to the llama, and they're heading to City Hall for the ceremony right now. Of course, he says, he'll have to take leave of our group chat, since his heart and wallet now belong to another. Specifically, a llama. Aww, isn't that the sweetest love story you've ever heard? I'm so glad we got to make it happen. together. That is the sweetest love story you've ever heard. Or something. But hey, maybe you and Polly will end up having a love story of your own. Maybe we will. That is what we're aiming to do, of course. Right.
Sure.
What are we going to get up to this evening? Party tree! Right. We've started another half-hour rave. Everything is fine until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asks what you think you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing. Rude. But you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Musaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Musaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the Groovy Musaka all together. It's a party to remember. You gain +2 fun, and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday.
Hey, boo.
Hey Green, darling. It's me, lovely fan favourite Polly. You know, I wasn't always a ghost. Well, obviously. In order to become a ghost, you must have died, which means you must have been a human or something before. Yeah, this is about to get real. Hear me out. I used to be alive, but I died with unfinished business. Now I gotta live forever like this until I finish it. And you might ask, what's your unfinished business, fan favourite lovely Polly? I guess I can tell you. I never did a reverse Romanian Wilkinson. What is that? You know, sexually. Oh, okay. Sigh. Don't get me wrong, I love being immortal and walking through walls and stuff, but my soul will never truly rest until I do that freaky sex move. Oh well, maybe we could help. Okay, I've done that one loads of times. Just name a time and a place and I'll reverse all over your Romanian Wilkinson. Or number 2, throw a smoke bomb and escape while leaving a replica of yourself. That should buy you time to figure out what a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is. Nah, we're going with confidence here. Uh-oh, not so charming. Dang. Okay, what? That's not how it works. You don't reverse all over my Romanian Wilkinson. Oh boo, I think you're trying to swallow more than you can chew. I mean, I have the feeling you don't even know what a standard Romanian Wilkinson is, am I right? You know what they say, you can't teach an old dog a new Romanian Wilkinson, because why are you trying to have complicated kinky sex with a dog? You're such an anti-perv that it's almost cute, but cute in a totally unappealing way. Like a puppy, which I just stated is something I have no interest in sexually. If you'll excuse me, I have to go wander the earth in eternal fleshless torment until I find someone who actually knows about sex. Dang! No, you wanted to play cool and maybe do the weird sex thing with Polly, but it seems like you suck at lying, so you lose 2 fun and 1 smarts. Well, that's really sad. Okay.
Sure.
This morning, stuff you all were hanging out in here. That day, you skipped class, intending to spend the term in the bathrooms. Yeah, the whole term. That's what we're doing. We ain't going to no class. But you encounter 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the heck runs security here? Isn't it that were-badger or something? Were-beaver? Dunno. Big scary thing that we scared off once with some toilet roll. Anyway, you subdue them with the help of a hair comb. God bless the monster scouts and all the idiotic scenarios they prepared you for. By the time you get to the bathroom, you've totally gained +2 boldness. In the middle of everything, a portal opens up and swallows Vera, Polly and Liam. You dive in to rescue them and straight into the season finale of The Interdimensional Bachelor! Good lord. Help, I'm in danger of spraining my eyes from rolling them so hard.
Yes.
Oh my god, we're on a game show? Yes, indeed. Tonight you 3 will answer a series of trivia questions. Whoever gets the most points becomes my... I'm gonna win, I don't even care what the prize is! Your what? Your wife? What a revolting premise. So you're saying we're supposed to respond to a series of questions and scenarios, our answers to which will make us more or less likely to achieve a romantic outcome with you? Sounds suspiciously like this game, doesn't it? That's extremely problematic. I can't think of anyone that would ever want to play such a tawdry dating game. Everybody stop raising reasonable concerns so I can hear the first question. That's the spirit. Question number 1. Describe your ideal marriage proposal. But before Polly can answer, you buzz in yourself. Now's your chance to give an answer that will end the competition and send the prince packing. Number 1. I would present you with my grandmother's wedding ring, still attached to my naked grandmother. Number 2. Jaw unhinges, bees pour out. These are both strong options. They're a little bit creepy. Naked grandmother? Uh-oh. Not so creative. You'd give me your own grandmother as an engagement gift? How heartless. Do you really take your family that much for granted? What do you have? Piles of grandmothers cluttering up your house? And why is she naked? Did she consent to this? Or are you stripping your grandmother naked and then trading her and her jewellery for a sham marriage? I mean, isn't it all a sham marriage because it's a game show? I resent the implication that a marriage to me would be a sham, but otherwise I agree. Next contestant, ideal proposal, go! Ooh, suicide pact, suicide pact. I'll do the thing where I drop the ring in the champagne glass, except instead of a ring, it's poison. That's so romantic. Alright. Let's take a commercial break, and we'll be back after these messages. The prince apparently is not into suicide pacts, kicks you all out of his dimension, and vanishes. Technically, you accomplished your goal, but now all your friends think you're a grandma abuser. You lose 2 fun and a charm. It's not really what I was going for.
Sure.
Lunchtime. You approach Scott and Polly's table to find them crouched behind a pile of jelly desserts, plotting.
Bro.
Thank Rosa if you're here, bro. Come on, join our huddle. Maybe you're curious about our huge pile of jelly jam gelatinous dessert cups? Well, want to know more? We're going for the jelly prize. Yeah, we're gonna win it. If we collect the foil cover of 100 jelly desserts, we will be the lucky winners of... Is it more jelly?
Yes!
1 free jelly dessert! Ah! Kinda cool it. But right now, we're stuck. We've only got 99. That means we need... one more, Scott. We need 1 more. We need 1 more! You'd give them your jelly dessert, but you already threw it at a bird person you hate. Guess you're gonna have to make a choice. Okay. Steal the final jelly dessert from the jelly dessert factory, or make like a puppy dog and beg. All things are sweeter when achieved through pity. I have honestly got absolutely no idea what the right answer here is, but stealing seems kind of more impressive. But isn't stealing wrong? No, Scott, that's a myth, like hangovers and the afterlife.
What?
But if the afterlife isn't real, why are you a ghost? Smart question. There's no time for metaphysics, Scott. We've got a heist to plan. No, Coach says stealing is wrong, unless you were stealing a ball or a base or a victory from the jaws of defeat. Actually, it seems like sports is mostly about stealing.
It's party
Well, that
time!
settles it. Time for stealing. 1 fake bus, 1 real woolly mammoth, and a brutal running gun battle later, you finally secure 1 illicit jelly cup, which you turn in, along with your 99 other cups, for 1 free jelly cup. Scott is too upset by all the violence, so you split your free jelly cup with Polly. Worth it! Interesting.
Sure.
Right, this evening, we are going to prove that we are in fact actually fun, and go back to the party tree. Right, we've started the rave. You're casually chatting with Juan, the small Latino magical cat. You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. So, this one time at Monster Camp, you know the one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter and turns it into +2 fun. See, we are fun. This is where I promptly lose it, isn't it? You're hanging out with Polly afterwards, and she's about to show you her latest dumb tattoo when suddenly...
Greetings, my love.
Never fear, my lady, I will save you from this cretin. Ugh, it's the interdimensional prince, and he's apparently here to block your metaphorical cock. Whoa, you're so sparkly. Are those tearaway pants? Sadly, they are not, my queen. My fashion sense does not operate on the same ethereal plane as your own. Well, I am persistently on fleek. I died on fleek, and so am cursed to ruin the earth forever. Eternally on fleek. It is this exact on fleekness which I seek, for you see, madame, I am in need of a fashionista such as yourself to plan the ultimate wedding. Ours? Ours? This could be bad. You know Polly's not above getting married as a one-off joke. You've got to stop this madness. Okay. Number 1. Throw a party so dope, Polly doesn't want to travel to another dimension. A party with sex lasers. Number 2. Marry the prince yourself right now. I think we need to try throwing the party, because if we marry the prince ourselves, then we won't be able to get with Polly, right? You steal the sex lasers from your school's highly controversial physics lab and get the party started! Great Zorblins of Gorlaxia. I did not know you had such sick parties in this dimension.
It's party
Yeah boy,
time.
this school is nationally ranked in the field of particle physics. Particle physics. I don't know what kind of snooty soirees you've got over there in the snooze dimension. But here at Spooky High School, we have sex with coherent light. But they've got shrimp Christmas. I am truly humbled by the heartiness of your party. I shall return to my dimension and lament the fact that it's a total party wasteland. You don't even notice the prince leaving because you're too busy humping a laser. You gain 2 boldness and 1 fun. Ah, look at that, we were fun. It is the final week.
Sure.
So we've just got to try and make it through today without epically screwing anything up. And we can go to the prom with Polly. So, shall we start the day in the library? That day you spend some time on the library PCs managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice! You gain plus 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs and you only keep 2. But at least we're now breaking 0 again. You see Scott and Polly huddled around a computer, wearing their custom Prankmasters shirts. They're just like regular clothes, but they say Prankmasters on the back. When you get up close, you can see that they're looking confused and frustrated.
Prankmasters!
The internet should be a natural home for the Prankmasters.
With a Z!
With a Z! But we don't know the first thing about pranking online. How do you even fit a whoopee cushion through the internet? And who would sit on it? Kilobytes? Those are exactly the kinds of hard-hitting questions we need to be asking, Scott. But I don't have any hard-hitting answers. Help us. Help us prank the internet. Online. Okay. If you type the numbers 8008 and 5 in order, it looks like boobs. Or use ghost powers to punch people in the face through their computer screens. This is true. And if you type, what was it? 8008 and then 7355, it looks like boobless. Things that I learnt in my school maths lessons. We can totally punch people with ghost powers though, right? Oh man, how did I forget I could do that? Shit yeah. This is such an awesome idea. I'm gonna tell all my friends about it. Polly starts punching people all over the internet. It turns out there are a lot of people there who need punching. That's so true. All of Scott's friends make the punching sensation go viral. People start tweeting #GhostPunchers at people who they want punched. Polly is able to support a thriving online business just sitting at her computer punching people. That sounds pretty epic, to be fair. She splits the money with you and Scott. She spends hers on drugs, he spends his on whoopee cushions, and you gain +2 money and +1 fun. Oh look, now we're even in positive money! And lunchtime!
Sure.
Polly and Miranda sit together, surrounded by Miranda's customary crowd of serfs.
Huh?
So wait, you've actually got serfs who eat for you? Well, of course!
Disgraceful.
I find eating to be terribly undignified, so I almost never do it. Hey, me neither! What other kinds of crazy serfs have you got? Well, I have a surf to go to the bathroom for me, a surf to experience difficult emotions for me, a surf for keeping my silverware in alphabetical order. I even have a surfing surf for standing on top of whenever I go surfing. Wow, that's a lot of surfs. It's a fair amount. The only limit is my imagination. Unfortunately, my imagination surf imagined a way to escape from serfdom, so now I'm all out of ideas. Well, I'm sure with the help of Green we could probably think of a dope new kind of surf. Oh, is that so? I can't wait. Well, you're on the spot now. What will it be? Number 1. Ooh, Miranda, you should get a puppy surf. It's not actually a surf, it's just like 50 cute dogs. Or number 2, you should get a party surf, Polly, a surf to experience your hangovers for you. Yes, anything that could take away hangovers has to be a winner, right? A surf? For me? I couldn't possibly. Why not? I do it all the time. But isn't it wrong to make someone else experience the negative consequences of your actions? Well, like I said, I do it all the time. And Father says I can do no wrong, therefore it's probably fine. Strong logic there, Miranda. Oh, okay, hell yeah, let's hire a dude to deal with all my withdrawal symptoms. Hire? Polly dearest, we don't pay our serfs. We don't? Sweet deal! Polly hires the burliest hangover surf she can find, and the two of you go out for the night of your lives. The surf is dead in the morning from the epic hangover, but the memories are well worth the second-degree manslaughter. How lovely, I think. And with that, we have reached the evening of week 6, our final chance to do something. Let's go as we mean to go on, shall we? Polly likes the party tree. Let's go party. We've started a half-hour rave. We spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat who seems a bit sad. Can we date Juan, the small magical Latino cat? He sounds fun. He explains to you that he's worried people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is just quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him, and the crazy adventures you both lived through together in Monsters Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain 2 fun. Oh my god. Did you hear? They finally invented a tattoo gun that works on ghosts. I'm totally gonna go get one as soon as school lets out. Oh shit, we should definitely get matching tattoos. You wanna? Of course you do. What are you? Responsible? The important question is, what kind of tattoo do you want to get? Okay, so the entire text of the Necronomicon. You be the first half, and I'll be the second. Or, knuckle tats. You get party pa, and I'll get tea party. Put our knuckles together, and you know what that spells? Sex? You look blankly at Polly. What? That's what it spells, right? I mean, I could be wrong. Whenever I see a group of letters, I always assume it spells either sex or LSD. And a knuckle tattoo is obviously longer than 3 letters. So, sex it is. You start to explain that sex is the same length of letters as LSD, but Polly presses a finger to your lips. Shh, my little dumplet. If you play your cards right, I'll show you just how long sex can really be. She does show you. It turns out, it can be as long as you want if you keep adding X to the end. You gain 2 fun and 1 creativity. Novel. The things you learn, eh? So, Green, let's see how successful we're going to be, shall we? Polly, do you want to go to prom?
It's Polly time!
Sure.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. Prom night?
Yes!
Yes! You seem like the kind of person that would have us both ending the night in the hospital. And that's the kind of unnecessary danger I like in my afterlife. Aw, that's sweet, I think. Let's go. It's time to make some wild and poor life choices. Aw, look at that. We look lovely. Prom was wild. It's still not wild enough for the likes of you. So close to dawn, you decide to keep partying by improvising a dope after-party at an abandoned manor house. You partied with a group of classmates for days. Over time, people came and left. Some even died from too much partying. At one point, one of the deities of partying hard appeared, summoned by the deaths of your peers, which turned out to be a sacrifice to him. He declared you his heralds and bestowed upon you supernatural rad party powers, like endless confetti, whatever that means. Then he joined you, and you all kept partying for another week, because that's how you roll. Ah. Well, at least we were successful. Okay, those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. Vera built the Oberlin Empire into an endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy business. But no one does anything about it. I mean, who the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy. Because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. For those 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life. And then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in the war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Thank you so much for taking the time to play through this today with us. I hope you've enjoyed our little attempt to take Polly to the prom, which was actually successful. If you want to hit like down below if you've enjoyed it. If you want to subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing, and we'll keep you up to date with videos that were coming. Thank you and goodbye!